Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is our Holy Week video. What day does Holy Week start on again?
Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday, that's the one. I love that day.
Yeah, Palm Sunday is it starts off as a really joyous day. We're waving our palms and
Yep,
everybody's all excited that Jesus is coming into Jerusalem. But then we get into some sad readings
yeah, we do.
pretty quick
We do.
about what Jesus did for us.
But even though it's sad, it's still filled with hope
Yes.
because it's a story about Jesus and it's all about his sacrifice for us, which makes it so hopeful. And that day this year is going to be on March 28th, Sunday, March 28th. And Father just decided that he's going to add a Mass for faith formation families. He wants it outside on Palm Sunday at 12:45 in the afternoon.
Now I know 12:45 sounds like a weird time.
Yeah,
But we wanted to have time for the 11 o'clock people who usually end Mass around noon,
Yep.
maybe a little later for Palm Sunday. Have them time to be able to move out of the parking lot and then have our faith formation families to be able to get in.
you know, and so many of our families, because of COVID, have not been coming to church. But, I mean, if you think about it, Palm Sunday, what a time to come back.
Oh my
Isn't
goodness,
it?
yes. And we really miss you.
Yes.
We really miss you. I mean, I think of you. Your names, your faces cross my mind, and I pray for you. We're so looking forward to being back together.
Yeah. And it
So
just
let's
seems
make
like
it
a
Palm
perfect
Sunday.
time to
Yeah.
for everybody to come back.
We're praying for great weather. If it's not
Yeah.
great weather, come anyway. We'll be inside, but come anyway.
And I know you and Father were talking too. Not only are they going to get palms, right? We're going to distribute to each family that comes in holy water. Is that correct?
Yes.
They're going to get also the Stations of the Light.
Stations of the Light. Did you ever hear of those?
I never did before you showed them.
And I hadn't heard of them either before Father Michael told
Yeah.
me about it. I told him it seems like we've been in Lent for a whole year already. And we need something. We were thinking about giving people the Stations of the Cross to take home because it's Holy Week, and
Yeah.
that would be a good thing to pray. But it just seemed like there's been so much sadness that if we had something more joyful to share, and Father Michael told me about the Stations of the Light. So you're going to get to hear about those too.
Once again, perfect timing.
Right.
Think of the name.
Right.
Stations of the Light.
For sure.
Because it seems like we have been in darkness this year with COVID going on.
So we're celebrating Easter big this year.
Yeah. And I think also Father wants us to give each family booklets of some of the readings that are going to be taking place during Holy Week. That way, before you come to Mass, you may want to look at the readings. You may want to read them together as a family, but you'll have them to take with you.
Right.
So I think that's going to be a real special day. I'm glad he added that outdoor Mass for faith formation families,
I am too. If you want to bring your own chair, you can, but we'll have chairs set up
Yeah.
out in the parking lot for you.
Yeah.
Or possibly in a grassy area. It depends on the weather. We haven't quite
Yeah,
decided
yeah,
yet.
and let's pray for some nice weather for that day. That's going to be fun.
So some of the families may not really be aware of all that happens during
Right.
Holy Week.
Yeah.
Some people come every day for Holy Week, and some people just come on Palm Sunday and don't really realize what happens
goes
the
on.
rest of the week.
But I'll tell you, Joni, my wife and I, our favorite Mass of the year is Holy Thursday.
Really?
It is. We love going to that. That's the washing of the feet. To us, it's just a special, humbling kind of Mass to be, and you just leave there with such a great feeling of community, and this is what we're meant to be doing together.
Right. You know, I used to always get nervous about the foot washing. I remember one time when Father Padovic was here and he washed my feet. And Father Padovic is an older priest, and there he was on his knees washing my feet. And then he kissed my feet. And I just was so humbled. You know, that just really touched me. But, you know, this year with COVID and everything, people are concerned about germs. So
Right.
how are we doing it this year?
You know, I really don't know how Father's going to do it.
I know he was talking about, we don't necessarily have to have 12 people, so
Right.
there might not be 12 people. But from what I heard, Father was going to ask people who had already had their vaccinations, and Father Michael has already had his vaccinations, and he was going to have a few people who've served us this year, like healthcare
He was
workers.
going to ask, I know, he said he's going to ask some healthcare workers, maybe some teachers, and people, but he wants people who've been vaccinated.
Right.
I don't think we'll get 12, but I don't think the number is the important thing.
Right.
And for this particular year.
Absolutely.
I think the safety and having people there that have been vaccinated and helped us so much through the year by being essential workers and, just going above and beyond all year long.
There's another thing that happens on Holy Thursday too. After we leave the church, we have adoration. So this holy hour thing that we've been talking to you about that we're going to be doing with your kids, you have a chance to bring them back up and pray with Jesus.
Yeah.
It reminds us of when Jesus was in the garden praying with his disciples on the night he was arrested.
The cool thing about that Holy Thursday Mass, at the end, Father in his cloak takes the monstrance, wraps it, body of Jesus inside, walks it over to Twin Haven, sets it up in Twin Haven. People come between the end of that Mass and midnight to really give homage
Right.
to that. And it's such a special time. And what I see every year, people from all walks of life, people from every age group, doesn't matter, stop in. They don't have to stay the whole time. They may
No.
stay 5 minutes, say some
Right.
special prayers, but they're really showing their love for Christ at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is kind of our way of stepping up when the apostles fell asleep. Jesus said, "Can't you just pray with me for an hour?"
Yeah.
And they were so sad, they just kept falling asleep. They couldn't help it. But this is our chance to say, "Jesus, we love you and thank you for everything you did for us." And just come and maybe pick one of your favorite prayers.
Right.
And come and pray that prayer and then go home. That's
I've
okay.
even seen people come into Twin Haven during that time from like 9 o'clock through midnight. They'll come and they'll sing a song. They'll sing a song, and you'll notice that as they start singing, other people join in to the song. So it's all different kind of ways to pray and show your veneration.
The funny thing is sometimes you think I don't even know that song, but by the time it ends, you're singing it.
Right.
How does that even happen?
Yeah,
So it's in Twin Haven and it's all decorated. Usually we have it decorated with lots of plants, so
Right.
it looks like a garden.
Yep.
It's and lots of candles too.
it's really nice because the lights aren't on. The ones that are very dim, but there are candles surrounding everything. It's just a
very
holy
holy.
place, really holy.
Very holy.
And then the following day is Good Friday, veneration of the cross.
Yep. Now usually what happens is we process down the main aisle and everybody gets a chance to come up and kiss this great big giant cross we have. Well, again, with COVID, we didn't want to all be kissing a cross. Well, we do want to kiss the cross. We want to venerate the cross, but not all the same cross and the same germs.
Right.
So this year, we got a basket full of crosses.
Yeah, just like this one here that I'm holding for you to see. So when you come up to venerate the big cross, you'll take one of these, kiss it, take it with you, and take it home. Tell them where these are from.
These came from the Holy Land. So these are made out of olive wood.
Very soft, very just beautiful
They're
little
nice
crosses.
to hold in your hand. So when you come, you're going to come down the aisle like you would normally, but instead of kissing the big cross,
Right.
you're going to pick up a little one, kiss it, and then keep it
Keep
for
it for
yourself.
yourself.
So now this one's mine. 'Cause
And
I
this
kissed
one
it.
will begin at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes.
On Friday.
Yes.
And that Friday, I believe, is the 26th of March.
Now, I did forget, we are praying the Stations of the Cross at noon in the church.
In the past, I think that's been done also on the square.
I don't think they're
But
doing
we're
it
not
this year.
doing it this year.
I don't
It's
think
gonna
they
be
are.
in the church where the stations
Right.
will be led.
So, and that is for everybody. Moms, dads, kids, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, neighbors.
And then the following day, at night, 8:30 at night, is the Easter Vigil.
This is my favorite Mass of the whole
I know you
year.
love this one.
I was not always Catholic. I became Catholic as an adult at the Easter
Easter
Vigil
Vigil.
a long time ago. And so the Easter Vigil brings back a lot of memories for me. I love the Easter Vigil.
And you know what's so cool about that? And when you think about that Easter Vigil, you have so many new people that are entering the church. Like you said, that's the day you became Catholic. We have so many coming in, adults and children, that may be baptized that night,
Right?
that may be making First Communion that night, that may be making their confirmation that night. It's like your family receiving these new people
Yes.
into your church. It's such a holy thing to be done at Easter time. It's just, you're right, it's a wonderful Mass to be at.
I love it. One thing you might not know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, this is called the Holy Triduum. Triduum means 3 days. And over those 3 days, it's like we have one Mass spread out between them. So think about that. And
then Easter
big event.
Sunday. I mean, that's, to us, this is the evidence of our faith that Christ is here,
yeah,
that Christ is risen. We sing that hymn, Jesus Christ is risen today. And nothing truer. That day gives us as Catholics the most hope. Death is not a finality. Jesus Christ rose from the dead. It is the evidence of our faith.
It is.
Easter Sunday.
You know, when we went to the Holy Land, I got to go in Jesus's tomb. And it was the funniest thing because I thought that I was really going to feel his presence there when I went into his tomb. And I didn't. And I was kind of disappointed because I thought, yeah, I've been all over the Holy Land. And it seemed like I felt Jesus's presence all over the place, but not in the tomb. You know why that is? Because he's not there.
That's right.
He's risen.
He's risen. Yeah,
So,
that's a good point.
So we experience Jesus's real presence here in the Eucharist.
Yep.
And in the body of Christ, all of us gathered together, and in the readings at Mass, and through the priest at Mass.
It seems to me that Easter Sunday day, that's the day our religion all came together. That's the
Yeah.
whole meaning of our religion. The whole kind of evidence that Christ is here.
That's the day all the apostles said, oh.
That's what he meant. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Very good. Well,
So we hope to see you during Holy Week as many times as you can come.
Yeah.
We realize everybody can't come to all of these events. Some of you are working during the day, like on Good Friday, but whatever you're able to come and participate with us, please do. We miss you. We're excited to see you back again.
yep. And even if you can't come to all these things, know that you're going to have those readings that we're going to be giving out on
Right.
Palm Sunday. Know that you're going to have the Stations of the Light that we're going to be giving out on Palm Sunday. So you can always be with us in spirit because you're going to be reading these things.
And you know what? There are some people who still need to stay isolated.
Right.
So for you, we have the following. Palm Sunday weekend, we are going to have palms available on Saturday after the Mass for about an hour. So the Mass is at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
So palms will be available in the parking lot. You could drive up between 5 and 6. And then on Sunday, between the Masses.
Between each of the Masses.
So we have 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. So between 10 and 11 o'clock, you could drive up in the parking lot and pick up your packet, your palms and your holy water and everything. Okay?
And then I'm sure they'll be available for a time after that 12:45 Mass, too, for about a half hour if people couldn't make it and still want to come and get their things.
Right.
That'll be fun.
So let's say by 2:30.
Yeah.
By 2:30,
I would think.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, we hope everyone has a wonderful Holy Week. It was great to be with you today.
Absolutely. I'm so looking forward
It
to
is. It's
Easter.
going to be nice.